RPM News Weekly recently attended the New England Motor Press Association Winter Vehicle Test Day. And while it was a cold, blustery February day, it wasn't this. It's often been said, if you don't like the weather in New England now, just wait a few minutes. This unpredictability really defines the weather here in the Northeast, and why the term winter vehicle takes on different meanings for different people. For further insight on this subject, we asked members of the New England Motor Press what they look for in a good winter vehicle. Here's what they said.
Hi, I'm John Paul. I'm the president of the New England Motor Press Association, and each year we get together to pick our favorite winter vehicle of the year. And we have a couple of different categories. We have winter vehicle sedans, sport utility vehicles, and trucks. And we really look at this event as the ability to do a back-to-back comparison of really finding the best winter vehicle. And this is an event that really lets us do it. Even though there's not snow on the ground today, it's still winter, it's cold, and we look for what can make the best winter vehicle. And when we think about winter vehicles, sometimes we think about what one of our members, George Kennedy, calls the trifecta of winter vehicles: heated seat, heated steering wheel, and remote start. That's something that helps a vehicle be a good winter vehicle. The other one is how it performs in the wintertime. Can it get you through the worst weather? Does it have the right tires on it when the temperature drops to 0 degrees? And is it comfortable to drive? Is it a car you want to drive year round? There can be great winter vehicles, but not a vehicle you want to drive in summer. So you need to find that year-round combination that really excels in winter. And New England, well, one thing we're known for is winter.
My name's John Gorham. I'm a New England Motor Press Association writer, and I work with IC Cars, Best Ride, Gatehouse Media, Torque News, and GM Trucks. And when New England Motor Press members are looking at a winter vehicle to test, of course we look for things like snow traction and the ability to navigate icy conditions. But personally, I look for the small details, things like a heated steering wheel. A car like this $33,000 Subaru will have a heated steering wheel, and yet we may test a luxury car that does not have a heating steering wheel. I also look for things like heat elements along where the windshield wipers are. We all know in New England, when you're in that icy situation, the wipers ice up. And if you have that heating element, it could make it a lot better for visibility. Heated seats should be a given. No winter car should be without them. And I also try to look for visibility. Sedans, you could add it all-wheel drive, but you're still going to be lower than the snowbanks. So for me, a good winter vehicle starts with crossovers. My personal preference would be something along the lines of a two-row crossover, unless you have the need for more. So that's what I'm looking for in a good winter vehicle: is heated steering wheel, some of the other extras, maybe heated windshield washer nozzles, and I think, of course, we're all considering all-wheel drive as one of the main important factors.
Hi everybody, I'm Zane Merva from GM-Trucks.com here with the New England Motor Press Association, and we're driving and judging the best winter vehicles for New England. When I think of a winter vehicle, the number one thing that pops into my mind is, does it have all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive? Beyond that, what kind of tires does it have? What kind of engine does it have? Heated seat, heated steering wheel? Those are all things that are important to me when I'm choosing a vehicle that's going to get me through the next big winter storm here in Massachusetts, New Hampshire, or anywhere else in New England. Right here we have the brand new Ram 1500. I know a lot of things about trucks. Trucks are really popular here in New England right now and everywhere, because they'll get you through in the worst weather. One of the things that Ram's done really well is offering vehicles, trucks with winter tires, so we take that into consideration. Their interiors are gorgeous, they have a lot of features, and they just provide a lot of comfort for somebody who's trying to get through that really bad weather just to get to work and feel like their normal self again.
I'm Jim McPherson, a New England Motor Press Association member here at the site for winter test days. I write for the Hartford Courant, among other publications. And when it comes to evaluating a car's suitability for a New England winter, obviously there are many factors to consider. The first, the weather. We want a car that responds well in cold weather, that can also cope with streets that may become wet and then icy, snow that may not be properly plowed. Little things like throttle tip-in. In other words, is the throttle engagement smooth and linear? Oftentimes you'll get cars that give you a lot of power at the very beginning of the throttle application, and that may make for an impressive test drive, but it also makes it very difficult to control the vehicle on an icy surface. So we look for things like that. Then there are issues of handling, which obviously is important throughout the year, comfort, ride comfort, and because in the wintertime things get dark earlier, headlight performance is also a factor to be considered. So there are many ingredients that go into making a good winter car, and here at the New England Motor Press Association, we try to consider them all.
Hi, Rich David for RPM News Weekly, here standing in front of the Ford EcoSport SES. We're about to take this for a test drive here in Middleborough, Massachusetts for the New England Motor Press Association Winter Vehicle Test Days, which is leading up to our Winter Vehicle Awards, which will take place later this spring at MIT. What do you look for in a winter vehicle? I mean, obviously you want something that's going to get you around when the roads get kind of nasty. Many other factors are included as well, and your preferences are there. You know, you've got trucks, you've got SUVs, big SUVs, four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive. Those are things to consider. So let's get into this EcoSport and see what it has to offer. Whether it's uncommon features such as heated windshield washer nozzles or obvious ones like all-wheel drive, there's a lot to consider in choosing the winter vehicle that's right for you. We hope this information is helpful. Let us know in the comments below what you think makes a good winter vehicle. The New England Motor Press Winter Vehicle Awards will be announced later this coming spring. RPM News Weekly will be there to cover the event, so remember to check back or like us on Facebook and have updates sent right to your news feed.